Welcome to Creative Clarity, Season 2 of the original podcast, Intentional Harmony. Season 2 is all about talking with some of the most creative minds I can get my hands on. These people have two things in common. They're passionate about what they do, and they love to create. From writers, to musicians, to artists, to business entrepreneurs, you're going to learn a ton. My name is Katie Warren, and I'm a creativity coach who helps entrepreneurs stop playing small and start living the life that they love through their creative gifts. Are you stuck in your 9-to-5 job? Maybe feeling like you're not good enough to make a living off of your creative gift? You're looking for more? Maybe even wondering how you can start your own business in a creative industry? Then you are in the right place, my friend. You're going to hear me cover topics all about understanding and improving the creative process. You're also going to hear interviews from amazing creative minds, learning what makes them tick, how they overcome creative blocks, how to generate new ideas, and how to get inspired. Sit back, grab some coffee, and let's get to it. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Intentional Harmony, Creative Clarity. Today we are talking to an incredibly talented young man. It's a bit of a different episode than I'm used to, but I think you guys are going to love it. We are talking to Brodie Vaughn, and he is 13 years old. Brodie is very, very near and dear to my heart. We had his parents on just a while ago, Josh and Sam, talking about their photography and tattoo studio. I wanted to have Brodie on because he represents such an amazing essence of creativity. At his age, it is incredibly rare to have the talent that he does, and he finds it in so many different things that I'm going to let him talk to you about. One of the reasons why I wanted him to speak to you today is because as we get older, we tend to lose the magic of creativity, right? We are so influenced by our world around us and our problems and the stresses of life and paying the bills and doing this and doing that. And we forget what creativity is all about. And I love how Brodie keeps going back to the fact that he has fun with it. He's not doing it for anybody but himself. And you'll see that he doesn't really talk about creative blocks. When I asked him what happens when he gets a creative block and he gets stuck, it didn't even register in his head that I was talking about like a mental block. He started talking about a technical block, like he didn't have enough footage or, his program wasn't working right. And that right there is powerful. So I want you, when you're listening to this interview, to think about what it was like when you first started your creativity journey. This young man is going so many places. He is beyond his years. And I think we all can learn and appreciate from the knowledge that he already has. I hope it makes you smile. And I hope it helps you reflect on what it was like when you first started and what it was like before you were influenced by all of the different factors that feed into why we get creative blocks, why we don't have fun with it anymore, why we have the pressure to create. And I hope it takes you back so that every time you start to get stuck or you start to stop enjoying the process of actually creating something, you think about this. And you realize that your creativity has never changed from when you were in grade school until now. Doesn't matter what age you are. It has never left. It never goes away. We just get clouded sometimes. So I hope you enjoy this episode talking to Brodie because I absolutely adore this young man. He is going so many places. He is incredibly talented and just an all-around awesome dude. Let's get into it.
If you really, really want to do something, and if you first try it, don't give up. Just get over that one little thing, and then you'll be set for the rest of the way. So like, for drumming, it was like a simple 4 count, and then like, for skateboarding, it was an alley, and then for like filming was my first video.
What is the current projects you're working on right now? Because you do video.
Yeah.
What else do you do?
Drumming. But my video does intertwine with a lot of, like, skateboarding, too. It intertwines with that and drumming. I haven't really done much drumming videos, though.
No? Do you want to?
I do. I have everything I need, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah. When it comes to skateboarding, what part of that for video do you film? Like, what's the goal with that?
Most of skateboarding in my videos I make are my dad.
Why did you even pick up a camera in the first place and want to film it?
Well, there's like a lot of things that happened. I remember I liked interviewing my brother even though he couldn't talk. This was a while ago, like when he was like maybe not even a year old. And then I started kind of paying attention to movies and how they are laid out. And I kind of just got really interested in it. And then I got like a GoPro. And yeah, funny story, I got my GoPro, but I never really filmed with it until I had my phone. I only filmed with my phone and edited it with my phone. And then I found my GoPro. I didn't find it, but I just started like, oh yeah, I have this GoPro that I could just, yeah.
That takes great video footage, so lucky you. How did you start editing?
I started editing on my laptop.
Did you like just YouTube how to do things?
I kind of had experience with my phone because the editing software that I use on my phone, it was like the pro version, so I had a lot of options. This one had a lot of more options, so I was very confused. It's Premiere Pro, and I was confused when I got it. But I learned so much about it, and it's really, really good because I have all these options I could do.
Yeah, for sure. What do you want to do with it next? So you said you wanted a video drumming, so what do you kind of see with that?
Well, I don't really know. Recently, I've been just trying to film everything so I could practice editing, but I recently made a video. It's on my phone. It's like just a skate mix, and it's not really for practicing editing, but it's more of just like something I could show people because a lot of people ask me about my videos, and I'm just like, I don't know, because I'm not really proud of most of them. I am, but like a lot of them are like funny, or like some of them are just really short of my dad skating, just some quick edits. Yeah. But I wanted to make one recently. It was like yesterday, I think I actually finished it. I wanted to make one that I could just show people. Do you have like a YouTube channel? No, I might get one like later on, but probably not right now. What makes you nervous to show people? So not a lot of my videos I really talk into. Some of them I do. So like it's just whenever I show people, I usually like try like to leave the room or something and like come back. Yeah, I don't know. I'm always just scared people are gonna not like it, which they always do. I'm just scared they won't, I guess. Well, you have a lot of talent. They're really good. Oh, thanks. Do you talk about it with your friends? Yeah. I wanted to try to get my friend into it, like me, and just start to help me, and I have, and he agreed to. And now he's gonna like help film with me and stuff, and I have a lot of my friends in my videos too. That's cool. You have like a whole gang of actors behind you. Yeah. Are you ever interested in doing like plot lines and filming your own movies? So I was just talking about that today with my dad, is most of my videos aren't stories at all. Most of them are just like funny things or just skateboarding stuff. But I want to start working on a movie, and I want to take my time on it, so I'm probably going to write a script and stuff too, so I don't just go full blown out on it. Just wing it. Yeah. Sometimes that does create really awesome results. But it does. Most of my videos are winging it. Yeah. Do you have a storyline in mind? Not really, no. I want to think of a really good one, but I know I can always change it in the future too. Yeah, for sure. I'm a little biased because I used to watch you when you were super, super little, and so I saw your creativity just blow up when you were like, oh my gosh, you must have been 1 or 2, and you were like building all these railroad tracks, and then it was Legos, and now it's this. So you've always been very creative. So what happens when you get an idea? When I get an idea, it doesn't really like pop into my head. It doesn't usually like click for some reason. It usually like just develops over time. A lot of times when I'm like in the middle of editing, I fall off of the idea. I'm just like, this isn't really that good, and then I just delete it or like just store it away, and I don't like ever really come back to it, and it kind of just develops over time. Yeah. So when you get an idea, do you have to write it down really quick, or do you just kind of sit on it? I sit on it. And you just let it develop in your head until you're ready to do something with it? Yeah, I kind of picture in my mind how it's going to go. Got it. Are you pretty easygoing on yourself when you're creating, or are you really hard on yourself? I don't know. I kind of try to be really chill about it, because I know if I'm hyped up over it, I might just try to rush it, or it's not going to be good. It's not going to turn out good. So I try to chill, and if I don't want to edit it, like right now, if I'm not feeling the edit, I'm not going to. Because a lot of times, I like do something stupid, and then I have to change a whole other sequence on the other end. And it's like super hard. So when you say change the sequence on the other end, describe, what does that mean? So say I'm doing the intro. This has happened many times. If I'm doing the intro and there's like a clip in the intro that I don't like at all, and I just keep on going with it, and I'm just like, whatever. I try not to do that. And then I just have this whole other storyline, like like this whole other end to the movie or video, and I don't like that one part. It's gonna bother me. So I have to change it, but then I have to fill it in with another clip, or like just have it a blank spot and try to find something cool to do with it. It's just hard.
Okay.
And it has to go with the music too, because a lot of my videos have just instrumental music in it, so like the clips go to it. But yeah.
Let's say you film something and you know you need to like edit it into this full piece. How do you get into that zone?
I guess I kind of just start with something and build up and make sure I like it. How I said, like, sometimes I mess up. That happens a lot. But I try to like it, and then eventually it just builds up.
Do you have to like decide you're setting 3 hours of time to do this, or do you just sit down and just knock it out? And do you have to like plan or get yourself in the right mindset to edit? How does that work?
Yeah, because I know there's really no deadline to it, because I'm not creating it for anybody, just kind of for myself to practice. But I don't want to be super like stressed over creating it, so I kind of just try to be really chill about it too. Sometimes it does take a good half an hour to like, really think about it, and I don't even have anything edited yet. But
just before you even start anything, you just have to brainstorm a little bit.
Yeah.
Where do you feel like you get inspiration from? Is it watching more skateboarding? Is it playing your drums? Are there like certain things that make you feel really creative or inspired?
Yeah. So there's like skateboarding magazine Thrasher, and they're not really much into editing, but I watch it, and it also inspires me to skateboard, of course, but it also inspires me to film skateboarding for some reason. And then there's like various people who do YouTube, and that helps me too. There's this one, and the edits are very, very on point and really good, and a lot of what I do comes from that. And then also a lot of people that I know in person do video too. So that helps. So
do any of your other friends do video?
No, just that one I was going to ask to do it. He was like looking into getting a GoPro. We made a video together too.
Yeah.
I have it. And we were just filming and messing around, and he really liked it, and he agreed to do stuff. But not much of my friends really, no.
Gotcha. Do you feel like it's easier to work by yourself on a project, or do you like collaborating and working with other people?
I really like working by myself.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, it's easier. But the reason why I wanted to try working with another person was because maybe it could make it a lot better and make it not so it's just my ideas, so it's another person.
Definitely. Yeah, it definitely can help to bounce ideas off of other people and, you know, see something that you couldn't even think of that they did, and vice versa. Yeah, for sure. Talk to me about drums.
Drums. Well, I joined a rock band the other day. I've always been in the school band. But I joined a rock band. It's awesome. I really love it.
How did you get involved in that?
The place that the rock band is at, I've done lessons there. There's a rock band there, and I never really joined it because I think it was like on a day that I had something going on. But this time I'm playing with people way older than me. And
are they, when you say older, are they
high school?
High school? Okay.
Yeah. 2 of them are 8th grade, but they're still older than me. Like around a year.
So how is that playing with people who have maybe been doing it a little bit longer? Was it intimidating when you started?
It is intimidating, but then like after like 5 minutes, I got really used to it. It is kind of cool to play with people older than me too, and that have more experience. Yeah,
I know. Just like from being in like an ensemble, like a band, versus being in a rock band, that's 2 really different things.
Yeah.
And I assume in band you're reading music, whereas this you're probably not reading any music, right?
No, I just practice. And then like the one where I'm the ensemble band, I'm not really listening to the music that we're playing. Otherwise, the one that like the rock band, I listen to that type of music, so it really helps. And before the rock band, and I started practicing a lot of other songs before that they're mostly all rock, and that really helped too.
Are you interested in any other styles of music? Jazz or maybe like hard metal or anything like that? Have you found your groove with rock?
I mean, I wouldn't say hard metal, but like jazz is really fun too, because you kind of get in the swing of it. But also, I have played a lot of the songs I used to practice before I practiced rock band were metal, and I really like fast stuff, even though you don't get the chance to think about what you're gonna do next. It always comes out really good. But yeah. Not all metal's fast though. So.
Yeah, your dad was a metalhead.
Yeah, I don't. The thing is I don't listen to metal, but I like drumming to it.
Yeah, Well, it's fast and it's fun. And
I don't know how to explain it. It's not really metal. It's, I don't know, System of a Down. That was, like, probably the highest I went. Probably their older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff was really fun. Not, like, super, like, metal stuff.
Not headbanging, screaming.
No.
What about, so the rock band that you're in now?
It's not, of course, screaming. Some of it's fast and some of it's not. So it's not super mellow.
Yeah. So when because you're not reading music in that, so when you're on stage and you're playing, what's going on in your head? What are you thinking about?
I'm more thinking not to follow the song, but to follow the other people. Because, like, when I'm really playing, I'm not really thinking of playing to the song. I'm thinking of playing to everybody else. Which helps, because if they mess up or something comes unexpectedly that I don't remember, I'll be able to play it off, too.
You are wise beyond your years, because it takes people years to figure that out normally.
Oh. I mean, it doesn't work all the time. Like,
you practice at it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably have a really nice advantage just because you're doing ensemble work and you're doing the rock band. But I know, like, speaking from someone who's just been in an ensemble the whole time, it took a really long time to learn that skill, to listen around instead of just, like, focusing on your music.
Yeah, I think I like rock band a little bit more. Usually we're doing, like, snare and bells on ensemble, but I got to play jump set on Bohemian Rhapsody, but then coronavirus hit, and I didn't get to do this. Yeah.
Are you still in band class right now, or how does that work?
We do it over virtual.
You do?
Yeah.
All together?
Yeah. There's half of the people are in school and half of the people aren't. And for some reason, there's only like 8 people on the Zoom call while we're doing it. So we play. Sometimes we play it all together, and it doesn't really work that well. But usually, she just sends us off, and we just work on it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any concerts coming up where it's like a virtual concert?
No, that'd be really cool though.
I've heard people like doing that now.
Yeah.
It's been really interesting to see how music works with all of this going on.
Yeah.
Because music is such a involved, close type of activity, so being 6 feet apart is okay, but being in different rooms is not necessarily conducive to making music together. Yeah.
Yeah, before I started rock band, I was really trying to find, like, friends that did stuff, because I had, like, one person that played guitar, one person that played bass, and then a trumpet from the other band, and they're, like, all really good. But then Corona hit, and then we all just fell off of it.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was like, I don't need those other people.
Now they're all going to be jealous of you because you're in a pretty awesome band.
Not a lot of them even know.
Okay. What profession do you think you want to go into?
Well, I definitely want to be in a band, in like a bigger one, because right now we're just doing covers.
Yeah.
But like a bigger one where we write our own stuff. And then also I want to be a videographer.
A videographer?
Yeah.
That's cool. What kind of videography? Do you want to be like a film producer, or do you want to be like working for the news?
I guess I kind of want to have like my own little crew, like a crew, and we just create videos, whether it's on like YouTube, TV, Instagram, anything.
Yeah. And that's huge too. I mean, I think there's so much need for video stuff online.
Yeah.
So that's a good direction.
Yeah.
So you want to be in a band too. Do you want to tour with it, or do you want to just hang out and play locally?
I guess I would want to maybe do both, tour and play locally.
Yeah. Does the thought of recording albums excite you too?
I haven't really thought of that, to be honest. I've only been thinking about playing live. I mean, yeah, that'd be cool.
Has your band recorded anything at all yet?
No. They did record some stuff, but that was like a while back.
So when I ask you about like creativity, this is going to sound like a big question, but I don't mean it to be overly complicated. What is creativity to you?
I guess what first comes to mind would be thinking of something in your own way. Everybody has something different. People could do the same exact thing and do drumming, but they're going to be all different.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be creativity, not only putting your own little style to it, but just having it be your own thing.
Yeah, you are 100% right.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I love that definition. Do you feel like it's hard to do your own thing?
Sometimes it is. I guess if I'll watch other people make videos, I guess, to be honest, I kind of think, man, I can't really use that idea now. But sometimes I could still use that idea, but just put, like, I guess my little spin on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it obviously not copying them.
There's a saying where it's, I'd rather be authentic than original. Authentic just means being true to yourself. It's hard to be original now because you think how many ideas are out there in the world.
Yeah.
We get influenced by a lot of different things. So that's definitely normal to take bits and pieces of everyone else's to make it your own.
Yeah, getting influenced by it. Well,
yeah.
I love that.
So when you show your friends or your parents or anybody your work, what goes through your head?
Well, see, with my friends, I don't really care, like, what they think about it. Obviously, with my parents and, like, relatives or, like, people who do filmmaking, what runs through my head is, like, because I know they're not gonna be like, you're bad and stuff, but, like, I know, I don't know, I still get that feeling that, like, it might seem stupid to them, even though I don't think it will. I don't really know. That's a hard question. I know it is, and so many people struggle with that, too. I don't think that will go away as you get older, either, to be honest, because I still get nervous when I show people, too. Do you feel like you're always critiquing your work? I know it's not really for anybody. It's more for myself, but, like, I have fun with it. That's why I do it. I guess I am critiquing it. My goal is to make sure after, once I, like, actually, like, make it and produce it, put it on my phone so I could show people that I don't have anything to say about it. That it's your best work once it's on there. Yes. So I guess I am critiquing it. Before I even export it or anything, I always watch it through again and again and again. Because I don't want to be on my phone and be like, I hate this. And then, like, exactly. Do the whole thing over again. But, yeah, for sure. I love that you have fun creating. A lot of people just get really stressed out about what it has to be, and they lose the fun in it. Don't lose that. Because that's going to keep carrying you through, just having fun with it. Because people work really hard to get that, like, fun back. Yeah. Which you have very, very creative parents, so I feel like that's also one of the reasons why you look at it so well and that you have fun with it. Yeah. What is it like having parents that are so creative? It's really cool. Sam, she does photography, which is not videography, but she does still have some tips for me and stuff. And I kind of do want to get into photography because, like, Sam gave me her old cameras. I want her to start teaching me. And my dad, he paints and, like, draws, and I feel like is kind of all together. And then, like, my mom does painting too. She's very creative in that painting way. Yeah, it's awesome. I'd rather obviously have creative parents and not creative parents. Yeah, for sure. But I guess everybody could be creative in their own way. Yeah, exactly. They're just very visually creative. Yes. Yeah. Very visually creative. And you've been around that since you were born, so it's almost like it's probably like normal to you to just be around painting and photography and tattooing and all of that. And I forgot to mention my dad, music from my dad. That's another thing that, like, definitely helps and comes from him. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got some talented family. It's fun. It's like you almost lose yourself in creating. Yeah. When it's fun and you just get to kind of just express yourself. And do you ever, like, you're in the middle of creating and then at the end you look at it and you're like, how the heck did I do that? Yes. Yeah. That happens a lot. Is that typically with video editing that you do that? Yeah. So actually, maybe a lot of times, most of the times with drumming, like, after, like, if I'm practicing by myself in the basement or with, like, the band, either one, or after, like a show, after I'm done, and if I do really good, I do think, like, how the heck did I do that? Like, whether it's practicing or like shows. Where did this come from? Yeah. What happens if you're working on a project and you get stuck? Does that ever happen? I get stuck. Yes, it does a lot. I get stuck, and I feel like there's a lot of ways I get stuck. Like, either, like, I don't like it anymore, and then, like how I said, I, like, delete it or store it away, or I don't have any more clips, or whether I run out of storage or something, which it doesn't usually happen, or just, like, random stuff like that. I usually would, if I really, really like it and where it's at right now, and there's just, like, a stupid little mistake, or, like, something happens, whether it's, like, storage or, like, something is wrong with my computer, I will just if I really like it, I'll try to fix it and finish it. But if I don't like it anyways, I'm just, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, this is a sign I should stop. No, I'm just...
It's true. Yeah, you just let it go and move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you need to save it and come back to it later?
Yes, definitely if I'm not in the right mindset.
What about, like, after you've completed a work? Do you ever go back to that? Or, like, once it's done, it's done?
Once it's done, it's done. I don't really remember many times where I came back to it.
Yeah. So you like very visual things, and you do a lot of, like, music, which is listening. Do you like to write, too?
I like to write.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that will help with videography. Not much. If I was, like, a guitarist with that, like, a vocalist and guitarist, I feel like writing would be good for that, but, like, not really drumming, but definitely video.
Do you ever write music, too?
Not really. Just... I've tried it before, but I've never really, like, created music and, like, on my drums, and then, like, I can if I wanted to, but, like, it's never really, like, super interested me to create it and then, like, make it a thing. It's
more of, like, the storylines.
Yeah.
So when you think of storylines, are they just random?
It's random. I think of stories a lot, but, like, I don't usually make them a thing. Like, I haven't made, like, a story yet. I've made this one little lame video. It's about, like, a robbery, and it's, like, a one-self story, and it's, like, both people. It was, like, I was kind of, like, bored in my room wanting to make a video, and just, like, let's just wing this. Yeah.
Are you more into comedy?
Yes. But I really like filming skateboarding, too. And I will film anything else. I like interviewing people, too.
Okay.
That's a thing that I really like to do. I found it very interesting to go around. And if anybody was outside of my block, I would always, like, interview them about, like, stupid stuff. And I think I have it on my old phone. And it was not video, though. Although I was getting into video at that time, I never really did. Yeah. Yeah.
So you like interviewing, you like action videos, action shots and everything with skateboarding, and you like comedy. What do you like about comedy?
I don't know. I guess seeing people laugh when they see it.
It, like, just lifts everyone's mood.
It's, like, hard to think of a good one, though, because when I say, like, say, like, oh, that's lame, and I, like, throw it away or, like, store it, that's mostly comedy videos.
Oh, so you're worried if people are going to laugh or not.
That, too, but just, like, for some reason it always just happens with comedy videos. Sometimes it's with, like, actual, like, skateboarding videos and stuff, but, yeah.
I saw a really funny one was it on Instagram where you're, like, popping up out of the garbage can?
That was like my first one that I was super proud of. My last one was a part 2 of that.
Okay.
So, like, 5 amazing facts that you didn't know. Part 2 was my last one.
I loved it. So tell me about that a little bit.
Well, how it went?
Yeah, I guess first how it came to you to do that, and just walk me through how you did it.
Okay, so this is where the idea first, like, sparked, but I didn't really think to make a video about it. So I was in Milwaukee. They did, like, photography shoots in this place called Black Cat Alley.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're doing photography stuff, and later we went to this one park, but I was just messing around, and I was, like, saying, like, random facts, just, like that weren't true, of course. I think it was, like, the next couple of days, I was just, like, I was thinking of a video I should make, and then I thought of that. And then I really liked how that one turned out, so then I made part 2 of that.
What made you think of popping out of random places to do that?
I've seen it happen before in a lot of videos, and that's what, like, made me laugh. Just unexpected stuff.
Yeah.
Half unexpected, half expected.
Did you have help filming that, or did you just mount your camera and go? I
literally just put my GoPro by the garbage, and after that scene where I popped out of the garbage and I said the fact, it took me so many tries. It was crazy. The video was probably like 7 minutes long, and I had the crop it, of course, but that wasn't a big deal. But, like, I remember when I first, like, spitted it all out, and it was, like, perfect. My dad was, like, I think working in the garage, and I was like, Dad, I did it! and he was like, you did it! And I think I still have it on the video if I didn't crop the whole thing and save it as, like, a whole new video.
It feels good when you try so hard and then you finally get it right. It's like, yes!
Yeah.
How long did it take you to edit it?
That one probably, like, an hour.
What's your favorite part, filming or editing? If you had to pick one.
That's a really, really hard question because, I don't know, I would say the most important part is filming, but the most important part is filming because you could literally just throw a whole bunch of videos together and not even do anything with it, or just film one large video and you could still make it good. But I would say putting post-production on it because it kind of just completes the video. And then eventually I'm just like, okay, I have this video. It's really good. Like, to me, it's really good. I'm proud of it.
Do you have more fun when you're filming because you get to be out there? Or do you have more fun editing where you get to, like, get creative?
I have more fun filming. But sometimes I'm just like, okay, I'm going to film this, like, really quick. Sometimes I'm just not like, yeah, I'm going to film. I don't know. Sometimes it's, like, on and off. Like, sometimes I sit down to edit, I'm just, okay, now I gotta edit it, and sometimes it's just like, yeah, let's edit it, because I have, like, really good clips that I'm proud of.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's the videos that get you excited to edit.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, what can I make from this?
Yeah, but if I have, like, videos and, like, clips that I'm not really proud of, I'm not excited to edit.
Got it. You're probably just like, oh, so much work. So I always like to ask a question at the end. What if you have advice for other people who are creating? What would be a piece of advice for them?
Well, see, I'm not really, like, that far into this at all.
You don't have to be. What's one thing that has helped you when you're filming or playing music or anything? And you can think about it for a second.
Well, I guess I was thinking about this the other day. This is, like, kind of advice. Skateboarding, filming, and drumming, or anything, I think. Let's just say skateboarding. The first trick that you should learn is the ollie. And a lot of times when I, like, try to teach my friends how to skate, if they don't get that ollie or, like, if I don't get even really close to it the first try, they kind of just say, that's not my thing. If you really, really want to do something, and if you try it, first try, don't give up, just get over that one little thing, and then you'll be set for the rest of the way. So, like, for drumming, it was, like, a simple 4-count, and then, like, for skateboarding, it was an ollie, and then for, like, filming was my first video. So, yeah. Yeah,
you gotta get through, first of all, the fear of doing something new, and then just being okay with not being great at it the first try, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great advice.
And at least completing it the first try and being proud of it.
Yeah, that's great advice because I think when we're looking at everyone's finished project, we don't think about, they all started at the same place, not knowing how to do it, and it took time to get to where they were. Yeah, everything takes time. That's great advice. Cool. That's pretty much all I got for you.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed Brodie talking about all of the things he's passionate about, and I hope it gave you a different perspective on creativity. I hope it reminded you to bring back the fun, to remember that you're making this for you and not anybody else, and to just really embrace your passions. If you want to find out more on creative coaching or just creativity in general, how to embrace your creative gifts, how to get through creative blocks, how to generate new ideas that stick, and live your purpose and just feel overall fulfilled with life, you can find me at KatieAnneCoaching.com, or if you just want some daily inspiration and some tips, you can find me on Instagram at KatieAnne.Coaching. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time on Intentional Harmony Creative Clarity.